traditionally battleground state like Iowa, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Virginia, Ohio, Florida, Minnesota, just to name several, you might get some extra attention. People like Tana Goertz are the reason. She helped to lead an event in our state this past week. It was called Evening to Empower, and it's really part of a national campaign effort to get women more comfortable with publicly showing their support for President Donald Trump. Welcome back. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so why would women be hesitant?
Well, you know, it's just what they're fearful of expressing their love and support for this president because of the backlash that we see on the news. You see on social media that people like myself who proclaim their love for this great president, we get attacked. And it takes a really thick skin to be able to say, I don't care what people think. I like a man who's showing me results. So some people are fearful, but we're going to change that.
Well, didn't Democratic women who backed Obama go through the same thing?
Absolutely not. Obama and President Trump are two different presidents.
Oh, no, totally, but
no, they
the
didn't
right
go.
Didn't like Obama.
No, the right aren't attacking, and they're not hate-filled. I've seen both sides of it. So, and even though I work for the president, I am biased in this. I'm not biased. I see both sides.
You're biased toward him.
I'm biased towards him, of course.
Right.
But I'm being honest when I say I've seen how both parties react. We are logical. We take emotion out of it most of the time, and the Democrats are very hate-filled, and they want to get in your face, and they want to fight. And we're about love. We're not about fight. You can go through 3.5 years of my posts, and you won't see one negative, ugly
You're not
thing.
going to say the president is not a fighter.
I'm not going to say the president's not a fighter, but I'm going to say I'm not a fighter. And the people that I associate with and that have come aboard the Women for Trump campaign are classy and wonderful women, and they're not looking for a fight. So that is not a good comparison.
What's your secret sauce here? So what's the game plan? How do you get people to get more comfortable?
Well, I'm going to tell the great stories that I have of personally knowing this president for 15 years. I'm going to tell the stories of how he's changed my life, how my daughter, who is a student going to the University of Iowa, studying STEM, how he has helped with that career, how he is the economic growth, the successes. I'm going to highlight his track record. I'm going to talk about the things that are important to women, and that is, Dave, security. We want to know that when we lay our heads down at night, we have a president that is not going to allow terrorists and not going to allow illegal immigrants in here. So safety, security, economic growth, education, tax cuts. So my secret sauce is going to be tell the stories of how he's changed my life, how he supports women, and how he's made us a top priority in his presidency. I'm going to empower them, I'm going to inspire them, and I'm going to motivate them and then activate them to be willing to say that I support this president and to rally around their friends to get people to actually go to work and volunteer for the 2020 campaign.
Now, are you going after women who already back the president but maybe just don't talk about it in public, or are you trying to get those who are not behind the president?
I'm trying to get any woman to be more comfortable sharing her love and her respect and her admiration and support for this great president. I don't care if you voted for him in 2016. I don't care if you've door knocked for him or if you didn't. All women are welcome, and we're embracing all ladies, and can't wait.
Independents in particular, you have a long way to go to win them over, at least according to the polls. What's not connected there?
Well, I don't believe the polls, and the polls had Hillary Clinton winning in 2016.
She did win the popular vote,
well,
so that's what the polls would show.
Well, I'm just saying I don't believe the polls. I believe the voters. I believe the people that I hear the stories from. So the independents, I think that my strategy is going to be to educate them on his track record. He made a lot of promises, and he's delivering on those promises and keeping those promises. And if the women that are on the fence are like me, and I'm a results-driven individual, I want to see results. And this is a president that has delivered on his promises and has proven great results for women.
The president has pushed back, and I saw a statement from you as well about this concern that we could be headed for an economic downturn. The president has said the media really just want to see this happen, but how do you calm people who might be thinking, are things slowing down here?
Well, that's a great question. The recession, I believe, is a complete scam. We just had a business tour in the state of Iowa where we got a bunch of business owners around a round table, and we discussed, what's your business doing? How's your business doing? What are your numbers? And the economic success has been outstanding. People were saying they were drinking from a fire hose. They can't find employees to work. There isn't a recession. That is a scam, in my opinion. And so I just say, hey, I'm a business owner in Iowa and my business is booming, and just ask your friends. And most of the time they go and ask their friends who are business owners and they say, we're doing great. Not to mention the tax cuts and being able to have more money for, credit for having children, that's doubled. Now you get $2,000 back. Where before it wasn't that way. So more money's going into women's pockets, and that excites a lot of women.
All right, I have a few more, actually 6 more questions for you, so if you can hang tight for the quick 6.
Sure.
All right. First though, when we come back, why an Iowan with a new job knows the meaning of sacrifice, and so does his family.